2019's Resident Evil 2 is a remake of the 1998 classic, and being one of the best horror franchises of all time, I was super excited to play this game. Having only played Resident Evil 7, I had high expectations, and I gotta say those expectations were met in the best possible way. This game has great gameplay, characters, writing, setting, story, everything. I gotta say, like, probably Resident Evil is started to become one of my favorite franchises, and I can't wait for Resident Evil 8 next year. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what I liked about the game, some of my criticisms, and overall my final thoughts on it. The game's main characters are Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield. They are both super well-written characters, and they're both super fun to play as. So it lets you choose between them during your journey, and on my first playthrough, I played as Claire, and she has grown to be one of my favorite game characters ever. She is super fun. So during the story, she meets other really interesting characters, including a girl named Shirley, who she takes care of. And this is one of the things that I like the most about the game is the cinematic way they made the cutscenes and how it just feels like a movie. And being a remake, I had a lot of doubts about this game. However, as I kept playing, like all my doubts I just kind of forgot about them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the gameplay. So the gameplay is pretty fun. At first I thought, oh my god, the zombies are so slow. But in reality, when you start playing, you realize how challenging it really is to, get through these areas. And that's something I really want to praise too is the monster design. There's like so many different monsters in this game. All the experiments from Umbrella Corporation. So there's like the Lickers who are super scary. Like I remember seeing the first Resident Evil movie, and these monsters, like they used to give me nightmares when I was a kid. So kind of like playing this game brought back all those memories. And another one is so the Tyrant is basically this huge dude who chases you around the police station where you first play. And it is one of the scariest enemies I've ever encountered in a video game. Like every time he starts walking and you hear his footsteps, like you feel so much anxiety and so much terror. That's another, like I want to praise this game for actually scaring me. Like not many games actually scare me. Resident Evil 7 scared me so much. And then this one, I felt the same thing. Like even though it's third person, I still felt a lot of the horror. Another thing about the gameplay, like it's mostly just like collecting stuff, solving puzzles, and killing zombies you find along the way. However, like it's still so much fun, and it's fun to find like all the lore things that you find, like the letters and emails you find on terminals, computers. It all just helps to build the story around the Umbrella Corporation and Raccoon City that is so much fun to discover. The second half of the game is more action-oriented, so like the way I saw it, the first half of the game is mostly about like survival. So you have limited resources, you gotta manage your stuff pretty well, like your herbs to heal yourself, your ammo, your weapons, and then the next half is like, it goes completely crazy. I mean, the game is just complete action, and I enjoyed every second of it. I enjoyed the laboratory scenes, the way they explained the lore, like the final boss is so terrifying, and the way you defeat him feels so satisfying. And I thought it was a great game, and that's all really I have to say about Resident Evil 2. So as a final score, I'm going to give this game an 88 out of 100. It is a super fun game. I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't played Resident Evil 2, I really urge you to do it. It's super fun and super terrifying too, so if you really want to get scared and also, have a fun time while being scared, this is a great game. A great game to play. So anyways, I think that's all for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.